The LaBrant family used to be one of the most recognizable names on YouTube. The parents, Cole and Savannah, built their channel on wholesome family vlogs, light-hearted messaging, and big life milestones. For years, they were at the very top of the family channel scene, racking up 13 million subscribers and over 4 billion total views. But behind the immaculate image that the family seemed to be, things weren't as perfect as they may have initially seemed. There have been more controversies than they would like to admit. From clickbaiting their own daughters, to extremely misleading titles, and eventually a highly controversial documentary that would force them off the platform in its entirety. The LaBrant family received the biggest cancellation on YouTube, therefore it's no surprise that the family has simply just given up. Although recently, as of August 2025, the LaBrants have made their return to YouTube, and only time will tell if history is going to repeat itself. We're going to be answering the question of where the family is today after years of controversy and criticism that seem to follow them everywhere. I'm Indart, and as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. The LaBrant story actually starts long before their YouTube channel. Cole first found internet fame in 2013 on Vine, as part of the comedy trio Dem White Boys. The fast-paced skits and awkward dancing videos gained them a massive following, turning Cole into a social media personality before he was even out of high school. Within just 2 weeks, they jumped from around 500 followers to over 600,000 on Vine. Their popularity didn't stop there, as by late 2013, their follower count had surged past 1.3 million, and it continued climbing to 4 million by 2014, and around 5.5 million by 2015. Savannah, meanwhile, was carving her own path. A single mother raising her daughter, Everly. She built an Instagram following through fashion and lifestyle content. Everly soon became part of her brand, being a child influencer before the term was even invented. When Cole and Savannah met in 2016, it was an instant viral story. The Christian boy from Vine meets the young single mum from Instagram. They married in 2017 and almost immediately turned their personal lives into content with the launch of the LaBrant Family channel. The formula just worked. Almost daily family vlogs, emotional life milestones, faith-based storytelling, pranks on each other, challenge videos, the family had it all. This brought in viewers at an incredible pace. By the end of the decade, they had over 10 million subscribers, and it was unheard of for a video from them to not go below 5 million views. Simple videos such as Everly and Cole doing carpool karaoke soared past 100 million views, therefore for a while it looked like nothing could slow them down. The LaBrants weren't just any famous family channel, as they soon went on to divide an entire nation. One of their earliest scandals came in 2018 when they uploaded a video claiming a massive California wildfire was forcing them to evacuate their home. In reality, there was no evacuation order in their area. Viewers accused them of staging the event for views, and the backlash was immediate. A website known as LAist created an article under the headline, "This famous YouTube family got flamed by their neighbors for claiming to evacuate from the holy fire." This is a story about Cole and Savannah LaBrant, a famous YouTube family who superimposed their worried faces over a flaming hillside and told their millions of followers, "A giant fire makes us evacuate our house." According to county fire officials and many of the couple's neighbors, their home was never in danger. Community members have been livid for weeks now, and they are accusing the couple of misleading viewers to gain sympathy and YouTube views. A year later, they faced even harsher criticism for an April Fool's Day prank. The couple told 6-year-old Everly that they were giving away her puppy. The video showed Everly crying while Cole and Savannah did nothing but laughing her face. Many saw it as emotional manipulation of a child for entertainment, and the hate for the family began growing every second. Then there were the titles and the thumbnails. Over and over, the family leaned on shock value, saying goodbye to Everly, our family got into a big argument, or debatable health scares that turned out to be minor issues. For their critics, it was proof the LaBrants were willing to exaggerate or even fabricate events to chase as many views as possible. But perhaps the biggest controversy came in 2022. That year, the LaBrants released a full-length documentary on their channel called The video was created in collaboration with the group Live Action, and it made extreme unverified claims. At one point, the documentary even compared abortion rates to the Holocaust. The response was awful. YouTube demonetized the video, and all its claims were quickly debunked, and critics accused the LaBrants of spreading dangerous misinformation. For many viewers, this had finally crossed a line. What had once been a family channel was now accused of being a platform for extremist ideology. By this point, the LaBrants had just as many anti-fans as they did supporters. Entire subreddits and commentary channels were dedicated to criticizing them, dissecting their content, and questioning the ethics of family vlogging in its entirety.
LaBrant, if you're going to present facts, the humane facts, it would be a good idea to present facts. Like, if this is truly a humane conversation, then contributing to misinformation by using scare tactics or vague information without context is incredibly irresponsible and can be dangerous.
The backlash eventually started to take a toll on the parents. Throughout the early 2020s, uploads began slowing. The highly polished drama content that once defined their channel began to fade. Instead of consistent vlogs and viral challenges, their YouTube channel became infrequent. By 2024, it was clear that the LaBrants had stepped back almost entirely. Comments were disabled on every single video, and the amount of dislikes began to rise with every new upload. Hashtag Justice for Everly started to trend on Twitter. People had caught on that she was the main target for majority of their clickbait, therefore it was no surprise that her life on camera wasn't overly pleasant. There was never an official "we quit" video, but the silence said it all. The family had gone from weekly uploads to the occasional update, and their main presence shifted to Instagram and TikTok. Videos turned a whole lot more serious, such as talking about how they're done having kids.
I think we're done having kids.
Yeah.
As well as Cole legally adopting Everly and being cancelled for praying over Trump in the same video.
First one was I met Trump.
Yeah.
I met Trump. The election happened. Everything was crazy. We're not politicians. I don't love politics, so we're not going to get too much into like the political side of things. The other really big thing was,
But you did.
I adopted Everly.
And it was very special.
Legally, a lot of people didn't know that she wasn't already. A lot of people didn't know.
Part of this was by choice. Cole and Savannah openly admitted that they wanted to step away from the constant cycle of creating drama for clicks. They were tired of being at the center of online hate, and with 5 kids to raise, their priorities had shifted. So, where are the LaBrants today? As of 2025, the LaBrant family lives in Tennessee, on an 18-acre property which is almost as big as Buckingham Palace, where Cole had stated that they're building their dream farmhouse. It's a deliberate move away from the spotlight of Los Angeles and the influencer lifestyle that they once maintained. They briefly listed their Nashville mansion for around $5.5 million in 2024, but pulled it from the market not long after. Their focus is now firmly on their new property and raising their children. Speaking of which, their family has grown significantly. Alongside Everly, which is Savannah's daughter from a previous relationship, they now have 4 more kids: Posey, Zealand, Sunday, and Beckham. In fact, after Beckham's birth, Cole and Savannah made it clear that they're done having kids. In their words, they're now focused on enjoying the family we've built and settling into this new phase of life. These days, homeschooling is a big part of their daily routine. While they originally got in huge drama for taking Everly out of school when she was still a young child, it now seems to be what they're doing for all of their children. Recent uploads on their channel don't seem to be doing much better either, as shorts show just how much the family has grown while they've stepped away from content creation. While the Labrants might be back on YouTube in 2025, it feels like this story has an interesting ending. Their reputation never fully recovered from years of controversy, and even now, every upload is met with skepticism and hate comments from people who still remember their past. What was once one of the biggest family channels on the internet has turned into something else entirely. A solid warning about oversharing, chasing views, and what happens when your brand depends on a picture-perfect image that was never really perfect to begin with. But unlike many creators who burn out or collapse financially, the Labrants have managed to transition. They have gone from being one of YouTube's most dominating families to simply being a family, living their life in Tennessee, raising their kids, and sharing only what they want to. It might not get them millions of views anymore, but it seems to be exactly what they want, and in a way that might be their biggest success yet.